Hello students, I'm here with another video from the chapter of class 7th NCERT book, that is Light. Before starting today's video, I would like to tell you all that till now what all things we have discussed in this chapter. So we have started the chapter with the definition of light, which means that it is a form of energy and it helps us to see the things. Okay, so we have also seen there are different objects which is going to emit light. The very first object or very first body which comes in our mind which is emitting light is the sun. Okay, so if we talk about the sun, it is going to give us the rays. Now if the sun rays is there, sun rays means it is having one starting point. Okay, so it has one starting or ending point, we know. After that, if we talk about the beam, then beam of light is there. That beam means it is the concentration of the rays. Okay, so we have seen about the difference between the rays and the rays as well as the this beam. Okay, the difference between rays and the beam. Now next thing, we have seen that beam is being we can see that the beams are coming out from the different devices or from the things like the headlights of your car, or if it could come from the torch, or there are various focusing lights which is giving rise to the beam. Okay, so it is of these beams are the continuous traveling of the light rays in a particular direction, and all the light rays are going to come out in a focused way. Now how this is being done, I'll tell you afterwards in this lesson. Okay, next thing which we have discussed in this chapter were the properties of light. So the properties of light means it is going to travel in a straight line. Then how can you prove that? We have also proved this by using by doing one activity, which means that it is going to be the paper roll. Also I have shown you that rolling a paper and making it in the form of a pipe, and if we are looking through that pipe, we are able to see the flame, we are able to see the light. Whereas if the bending of the paper roll was done or the pipe was done, then what has happened, we are not able to see the light rays, we are not able to see the flame. Okay, why this is happening? This is happening because light has a property of traveling in a straight line. Okay, so we have also seen this. Next we have seen that image is being formed, and how this is being formed? This is being formed by seeing the second category, the second property of light, that is it shows reflection. Now what is this word reflection? Reflection means it is the bouncing back of light. Okay children, so bouncing back of light, it is the change in the direction of the light when it strikes a particular surface. So I have given you the example of plane mirror where one glass is being painted silver, the next layer is of the opaque color is being painted, and then we could see the image in that on one side, and that becomes a mirror, or this becomes the reflecting surface. Next thing which we have to see in the reflecting surface was that the light which is able to fall on this reflecting surface is going to give rise to an image, and that image is being formed in a proper way because it follows certain rules and laws. Okay, so we are not going to go in the detail of these rules and the laws. Why? Because the rules of the reflection I think it's not there in your course, so it's not given in your NCERT book even. So I'm not going to go in detail, but still you should understand why this is happening, because there are two types of surfaces. One is the smooth surface or the shiny surface, whereas other one is the rough surface or the irregular surface, where the two types of reflections are also formed: regular reflection and the irregular reflection or the diffuse reflection. Okay, so we have talked much about all these things. Then I have told you that after discussing the properties, the last property was of lateral inversion. Okay, we have discussed about the property of lateral inversion. So what is this inversion? Inversion means upside down or left or right reversal. Here we are seeing that something which is getting upside down, it is not getting upside down, but this is changing its direction from left to right, or left becomes right and right becomes left in the image. Okay, when we are going to see the mirror, we are going to see in the mirror the reflection which is formed. If you are going to raise your right hand, it seems your image is raising the left hand in the mirror. Okay, in the image. So this is known as a lateral inversion. So this was being discussed in one of the application of this lateral inversion is that it is being written in the ambulance, where it is being written in the laterally inverted form. And why this is being written in the laterally inverted form is that because it is to be seen in the mirror or rear view mirror of the different person, or means the vehicle which is moving. Now what happens in the vehicle? The rear view mirror is going to read this ambulance by doing it by inverting it again, means it becomes in a straight form, or the inverted form becomes a straight form when it is being shown, when it is being present in the rear view mirror of another vehicle. Fine. Next thing which we discussed about is that we have to see about what was image and object. So when the object is being seen in the mirror, the thing which we are using to form the image is known as the object, and whatever is being reflected in the mirror is said to be as the reflection. Okay, so this is what is about the reflection, the image, and that one of the object. Okay, so we have seen all these things yesterday. Now I'm going to tell you about the lateral inversion and its application. The very first and the best application of this lateral inversion is in that writing of the ambulance. Okay, so you have to what is that? See, one activity is given. Stand in front of the plane mirror and look at your image. Raise your left hand. Which hand does your image raise? So that this experiment also I have discussed yesterday by raising the hand. If you are raising your right hand, your image starts raising your left hand. It seems that it is raising the left hand. Okay. Now can you understand now why the word ambulance is written in the laterally inverted manner? Why? Because if the ambulance is ahead, the driver of the ambulance could tell that the person who is driving the another vehicle, they could also see that the ambulance is coming, so they should give the way to that ambulance. Okay, so you might observe that the side mirror of the scooter or the car images all the objects appear smaller than that of themselves. Now we have to see about the different types of spherical mirrors now. Okay, so we'll move on to the next topic, that is the spherical mirrors. Okay, so we'll move on to the next topic, that is the spherical mirrors. So today's topic would be the different types of mirror, that is the spherical mirrors. Now what do you mean by the spherical mirror, children? See, spherical mirror means it is the mirror which we are cutting out from a sphere. Okay, what is a sphere? Sphere is the 3D structure, three-dimensional structure of a circle. Okay, if we are cutting any mirror from this sphere, this is known as the spherical mirror. So we are cutting it from the sphere. Okay, children, so this is known as the spherical mirror. Now how this is being made and how this is working, let us see, let us understand by reading it from your book. Okay, so what is given here is Taheli and Bujo were waiting for their dinner. Bujo lifted a stainless steel plate and saw his image on it. Okay, so he has seen, oh, this plate acts as a plane mirror. Why? Because the plate was very similar to the sphere, and we were able to see. Why we are able to see the face? Because it was really plain and it was shiny also. So for a mirror to become a reflecting surface, one should have that surface should be shiny, that surface should be plain. Okay, so both these qualities are present in the plate. Okay, that is plain as well as it is shiny also even. So we can see our image in that particular plate very easily. That becomes a shiny, so that becomes a reflecting surface. Okay, so that is why Bujo was able to look his face in the circular plate. Next thing, my image is erect and it is of the same size. So it was acting just like a mirror, where the image was straight and he was able to look his image, and that was equal to his image where he was sitting. The height was same, the length and the breadth was also same when the person was, this Bujo was looking in the plate. Okay, Now Paheli also saw her image at the back side of the back side of the stainless steel spoon. Would you look here? I can see my erect image, but it is smaller than the size. This spoon also acts as a plane mirror. Okay, so said Paheli. You can also use a spoon or any curved surface for seeing your image. Okay, so I have brought this for you. So here you could be able to see the image. Okay, why you are able to see the image? If I see my face, I could see here also and this side also. The image is being both the sides on the right side as well as on the left side also. I mean at the back side of the spoon also I can see my face, as well as on the front side also I can see my face. Okay children. So why this is happening? Because this acts as this is a shiny surface. This is also a shiny surface, and I am able to see the image of the object which is being placed here. Okay. As I can place some object, and I could show you that, see this is here. As you could see here also, if I place this object, this image is being seen. As you could see, this image is being seen here if I am placing the object. If I am placing this here, this also is we are able to see the image. Okay. So why this is happening? This is happening because this is having a plane and a shiny surface on both the sides. As you could see, the reflection of the light is also falling on it, and you could easily look that the image of the light is also seen here. See? Okay. Now here next thing what you have to do is that you have to take a stainless steel spoon. This is activity number 15.5. Now please understand, what do you mean by spherical mirror? Spherical mirror means any mirror which is being cut from the sphere of the mirror. Okay, one glass is there, and that glass is we are able to cut the surface, the cut one curved surface, and that becomes the mirror. Okay, that becomes the mirror, the curved surface, or this becomes a curved mirror. Fine. Now next what you have to do is activity number 15.5. I'll just let you know what kind of mirrors will be formed when you are going to cut it from the sides of this sphere. Okay, spherical surface. Next, do you see the image in it? Do you find any difference from what you were seeing in the plane mirror? So we were seeing in the plane mirror, when we saw our image in the plane mirror, that was erect, that was of the same size, that was laterally inverted, and the distance of the object and the image was really very similar to both of them. Okay, but what about this spoon? If you are looking your image in this spoon as well as at the back side of the spoon, is there any difference in the image? Okay, let's find out. As it is being drawn here, and the front side of the image where it is being so one side of the image is curved inwards, and other side of the image is this object is being curved outside. Okay, now look at the image using the inner side of the spoon. This time you will find that image is erect and enlarged in size. Okay, now what happens if you see the image at the back side of your spoon? If I look in my image at the back side of the spoon here, so what you could see here in this side, at the back side of the spoon, I could see my image that is erect. Okay, but in the front side, if I see my image, that becomes inverted. Okay, so this is what is the difference between the image which is being formed in the front side and the back side of this spoon. Okay, now next thing what is happening here, I'll just read it out from your book. What is happening now? Look at your image using inner side of the spoon. This time you may find that your image is erect and it is larger in size. At the back side of the spoon, the image is larger in size. If I am looking here at the back side, I could see my image, but it is larger in size. Okay. Now, if you increase the distance of the spoon from your face, you may see the inverted images being formed. As I am increasing the distance from the object from my face, I could see that the image is being inverted. Okay, if I am increasing the distance, I could see my image is being inverted. Okay, so why this is happening? If I am inverting, if I am moving this object far away from my side, so what happens? It is going to become inverted. Now why this is happening? This is also comparing, you can also compare the image of your pen and pencil even with the help of this stainless steel spoon. Okay, now we'll talk about the curved surface, the types of curved surface which is present in the spherical mirrors. Okay, so where is the spherical mirror present? Spherical mirror is present. So we would study about the different curved surface which is present in the mirror. So the first curved surface which is present in the mirror would be, this curved surfaces are of two types. First is the concave and the next one is the convex side. Okay, this is the concave side and the other one is the convex side, children. Okay, so we'll study about these two objects, these two curved surfaces of the mirror. Okay, what is the curved surface here? So we would see this curved surface as the one of the surface is known as the concave side and the other one is known as the convex side. Okay. So this concave and the convex side is very much easy for us to understand from using this curved surface which I am having in the form of the spoon. Now the surface which is curved inwards, or the inner surface of the spoon from where you are eating the food, this side is known as, this is curved inwards and this is known as concave side. Okay, so which shape is this? This is known as concave side, the inner shape. Okay, inner side of the spoon. It is curved inwards. I mean to say, this curved surface is curved inwards. And what about the convex side? This is the outer surface of the spoon that is curved outwards. So convex side is always curved. It is curved outwards. Okay, it is curved outwards. Now see this curved inwards and outwards means concave side is the inward side, and convex side means it is curved outwards. This is the back side of the spoon. Okay, now if you see the images in the front side and the back side, that also becomes different. Now children, see, this was very easy for us to understand using the spoon. Now what if you need to draw it scientifically? What if you need to draw it in your science book or in the science copy? So how would you draw this? How would you draw the curved surfaces? How would you draw this concave and the convex mirror? As I told you that the plane mirror is being formed, this plane mirror is always drawn with the help of a single line, and then you could just color this curved lines, color it, or you could just draw the slant lines the one side, and one side should be in a straight form. Okay, so this becomes the mirror, plane mirror. Okay, now what about the mirror which is being drawn, which is having the curved surface? Okay, so the curved surface will be drawn in the same manner, like you have to draw this. Okay, and this is another curved surface. Now what if I color this side? Okay, this becomes that this one is the reflecting surface. Why? Because I told you that in the plane mirror, the plane side becomes the reflecting surface. So this plane side becomes the reflecting surface. Here also the plane side is the reflecting surface, children. Now this, if the curved side, I said that whenever the reflecting surface is curved inwards, so this is curved inwards. So this becomes, which type of mirror is this? This becomes concave mirror. This becomes concave mirror. Okay. Now next is that, what is this? This is if you are going to curve, if this is colored from inside and the reflecting surface is outwards, it is curved outwards. Please remember, this is curved outwards. So this becomes the convex mirror. Now this side is the non-reflecting side or polished surface. This is polished side. Okay, and this one is the, or we could also say that this is a non-reflecting surface, and this is the convex mirror. Okay, so the way by which we are able to see the reflecting surface, the curves in the reflecting surface, is going to decide whether this mirror is a concave mirror or a convex mirror. Okay, so this concave mirror and the convex mirror means that this is going to signify the reflecting surface, children. So whenever the reflecting surface is curved inwards, it is known as a concave mirror, and when the reflecting surface is curved outwards, is known as a convex mirror. It is very similar to this spoon. Okay, just remember this: curved inwards, this is concave, and curved outwards, this is convex. It is very similar to this. Okay, if you keep it like this is curved outwards like this. Okay, so this is curved outwards, and this becomes concave, this becomes convex surface. This is the convex surface, this is non-reflecting surface. Now this side, if it is there, this becomes reflecting surface, and this is non-reflecting surface, so this is curved inwards. That is why it is known as the concave mirror. Okay, so this was about the reflecting surface or the curved reflecting surface, children. So please remember, there could be two types of reflecting surface. One is this plane mirror, other one could be the curved surface. One is the concave mirror and the other one is the convex mirror. Okay, so now if you are able to see the curved surface, curved shining surface, so the curved shining surface of the spoon acts as a mirror. Okay, so this curved shining surface on both the sides, it is going to act like a mirror. Why? This is because it is plane and it is shiny also. Okay, so if the reflecting surface of the spherical mirror is curved, this is known as a concave mirror, and it is called concave. Fine. Now, if the reflecting surface is convex, it is known as the convex mirror. So you could draw like this as I have drawn here, and this is the only way to represent these curved surfaces or the curved mirrors. Okay, children, so please remember how to draw these mirrors. Okay, so plane mirror, reflecting and non-reflecting surface. So the lines which are being drawn here for coloring one side, this is known as the polished surface. Okay, this is known as the polished surface, or it is the non-reflecting surface. Please remember. Okay, next is the concave and the convex mirror is drawn in your NCERT book also in figure number 15.12. You could see easily from that side, and it would be easily understand what diagram I have drawn here. It is very similar to the diagram in your book. Okay, so we could compare those two diagrams with this diagram. You would easily understand and connect the relationship. Fine. Now, why are concave and convex mirrors spherical? Okay, as I have told you, the name only suggests that the curved surfaces are obtained from the sphere of the object, or from the sphere or from the 3D structure of a circle. So what is a sphere? Sphere is also very much similar to the circle, but this is the 3D model, or this is just like a ball. You could say that this is just like a ball. Okay. Now, take a rubber ball and cut the portion with a knife. If you take a rubber ball and you are going to cut it with a knife, what you are going to get? You are going to get a small ball, tube-like, small plate-like structure. Okay, you will just get a curved surface. Okay, you will just get a curved surface. Fine. Now, what if you are going to cut a rubber ball? You will cut it with a knife or a saw blade. Be careful and ask your elder person to help you in cutting that ball. Okay. Now, the inner surface of the ball is called as a concave, and the outer surface of the ball is known as convex mirror. Okay, convex, not mirror. It is just the surface. Why not mirror? Because this is not, we are not able to see the image in it, because this is an opaque object and you are not able to see the image. That is why the this ball is just the cut portion of the ball is going to give you the structure of the curved surface, and you will be able to understand what you mean by concave and the convex mirrors. Okay, the inner surface of the spoon acts like a concave mirror while the outer surface acts like a convex mirror. Okay, now when we know that the image of an object formed by the plane mirror cannot be obtained on a screen. So the image of an object formed by the plane mirror is not obtained on a screen. Let us investigate if it is true or not by the formation of concave mirror. Okay, so what you will do, you will just take out the surface, you will take out a concave mirror and hold it facing the sun and get the light reflected by the mirror on the sheet of paper. Now adjust the distance of the paper till you get a sharp spot on your paper. Okay, if you bring a curved surface, concave mirror, and just focus it somewhere. If I take this and I focus the light on this, if I take this concave, suppose that this is a concave side, and I pass the light on this, and if it is falling on an object, now this is going to form a sharp point. So this is about the concave and the convex mirror. Okay, so please remember that whenever the concave mirror is there, it is having the curved surface inside, and convex mirror will have curved surface outside. Okay, now if we talk about the types of image which is being formed here, so the types of image which would be formed here would be virtual, and it could be the real image. Okay, so we have talked about this real and the virtual image yesterday also, so I just wanted to recall this again, that there are two types of images. One is the virtual image and the other one is the real image. The virtual image means the image which is not obtained on the screen, whereas the virtual image means it is not obtained on a screen, and the real image is that which is obtained on a screen. Okay, children, so this is very much easy for us to understand that the real image is being obtained on a screen. Suppose that you are seeing a movie and of your favorite actor, whatever is being shown there on your TV screen, that is the real image. Okay, your photograph is also a real image. Now if something which as I could see, you could see the image in this spoon or in this in the mirror. So what happens, the mirror image or the spoon image is the virtual image. Okay, why? This is not obtained on a screen. If I keep something in between, if I keep something in between my face and this spoon, am I able to obtain any image over? No, I am not able to obtain any image. If suppose that suppose that this is a screen, and can you see its image here on the screen, the image of the spoon on the screen, or the image of my face on the screen? No, you could not see, because this is just the virtual image. And if you take the real image would also be obtained on the screen, like your TV screen, your mobile screen, it could be your laptop screen. Okay, so children, please remember that there could be two types of images, the real and the virtual image. Now if the virtual image is being, where is this virtual image formed, where is this real image being formed? Okay, so we again will perform, there is one activity given in your book, that one flame will be kept in front of the concave and the concave and the convex mirror, and you would be able to see the candle flame on the screen in both the cases. But in both the cases, one would be erect, another one would be the inverted object. Okay, so that would also signify whether the image would be obtained virtually or image would be obtained in a real manner. Fine, so all the real images which is being formed by these curved surface would be real. Why? Because this is going to form on the screen. Whatever image we are not able to see on screen would become the virtual image. Okay, such as the image which is being formed in the mirror, the water image, the mirror image, the image formed on a shiny surface, image formed on the spoon, okay, on the stainless steel plate, or any of the shiny surface, whether it is present. So if you are able to see those image, that becomes the what type of image? That would be virtual image, that is not a real one. Okay, so please remember these two types of curved surface. And from where is this curved surface coming? This curved surface is coming from a sphere. If one side, when we are cutting this sphere into two halves, it is curved inwards, this becomes concave, and when it is curved outwards, this becomes the convex side. So this one is the concave side and this becomes the convex side. Okay, so according to the curved surface, the person is able to form the image. Okay, but in both the cases, we are able, till the time this mirror is placed in front of us, this is going to form the image. Okay, and that could be of two types, either virtual or real. So here the concept of lateral inversion goes away. So what is there? What we are going to see only the real and the virtual image. Okay, now this concave and the convex mirror, the image formation is also given in your book in the form of the activity. Now we need to see those two things on the screen. Okay, so here and after that we have to study about the different uses of these mirrors. Okay, we will see the uses of these mirrors, children. So we'll discuss all these things in the next class, children. So what we have seen today was about the two types of the spherical mirrors, and where is the spherical mirrors obtained. The spherical mirror is obtained from a sphere, which when we are going to cut it in the half, one side becomes concave, other side becomes convex. And I've shown you this experiment of the spoon, where one side is, inner side is known as the concave and the outer side is known as the convex, children. Okay. and we would be able to see the different types of images also. So please remember the images of two types, virtual and erect. Even the image formed in the plane mirror is a virtual image, because till the time the mirror is in front of us, we are able to see we are able to see our face, we are able to see our image in that mirror. Once the mirror moves off, or you go away, you move away from that in front of that mirror, it is going to be over. Okay, so these are the two types of images, these are the two types of the curved surface, which is known as the concave and the convex mirrors. Okay, why mirrors? Because one side is again polished, which is being shown by the these curved lines, these small lines which are being drawn, which is showing you the shiny surface, and one side is showing you the non-shiny surface or the polished surface. Okay, so this was all about today's video, children. We have seen about the curved surface, we have seen about the two types of mirrors, two types of curved surface, that is the concave and the convex mirror. So that's all for today's video. I will meet you all in the next video with the next topic to be discussed. Thank you, children, for watching the video.